Good morning. Welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I'm really glad you're here. And with me today for our monthly chat is Liz Tarot.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
Hey, Liz. It's an exciting time of year, isn't it? With the end of the year coming and some energy shifts going on. I have a friend and I'm not very cognizant of, the stages of the ages, but he assures me we are now fully into the age of Aquarius and it is going to be glorious.
I agree. I do believe that, if you will, the Christ consciousness has truly come back in the form of quantum physics like neutrinos, in terms of high energy particles. And I just have been telling people that if people have been doing their personal work, they may have a smoother ride, but there's no judgment on that. But sometimes if we have some emotional blocks, it almost seems like those high energy particles are like a fine sieve that's going through us, and we can't take our emotional baggage where we're going. So we may have some rough and tumble, interesting times, but I feel like really good times are ahead for 2023.
I'm feeling positive about it too. And that's why I thought, hey, let's get together this month and talk about not just January. We do a monthly talk, but let's look at 2023 a little bit too and see if the cards want to give us some hints and clues about what can be expected, or not just hoped for, but really anticipated. So I thought,
I'm down. And I want to let your viewers and my viewers know that I'm with my mom at the house. I don't have all my high-tech gear, so I'll be holding the cards up.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I'll switch the camera when I do mine, because I like to have people see me do the cards, just so that I'm totally upfront and they see them when I see them. Okay.
Exactly. All right. Exactly.
So let's for our first question, I'm going to let you kind of frame it for us, okay? What topic would you like to cover first?
Let's start with the general 2023, just a weather report for 2023. What's coming down the pike geopolitically?
Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to let you read first, and then I'll switch the camera and I'll do mine. Okay?
All right, I got to get my thing cap on here. Here's my cards. Hey, everybody, welcome. All right, if you guys can't see me, you have to trust me. So we have the Six of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant, and I'll read. We have the King of Swords in the recent past. We have the Knight of Wands. I brought my travel deck, my little mini Rider-Waite. Knight of Pentacles for the future. The Fool for one of the advice positions. Can you see them, Laura? The cards,
yes,
my little bitty cards. King of Wands. Okay. All right. So interesting. Yeah. I think that a lot of the folks have been doing, this is in the recent past, have been doing a lot of thinking. I just see this as representing the awakening. Like so many of us have awakened where we're thinking about the different narratives, the different types of propaganda that's out there. There's so many people waking up. And I think we're making these decisions. Like I was just talking to my brother, who is, some people take the jabby jab, some people don't. Some people stop with one booster, no boosters. But even having discussions with my brothers who are here about just like realizing something seriously wrong with the narrative. People who've been very mainstream. So I just see a big waking up. But I see this a year. This is us, the Querent, the Six of Pentacles. I see this as a year. What I'm getting generally, there's a doggy in the background. I see this as a year where we really, as we wake up, we're beginning to take care of each other, like really starting to think about each other and care about each other. Like, how are we going to make soap and be in communities and maybe do farm to table? And how are we going to be doing things like that? And I just think that, again, in the top row here, these three cards represent the top row, right? So I'm saying that I think that there's going to be some work this year. We're going to be taking care of our communities. And I know I was asking about geopolitical, what the cards are telling me right now is this is like, and there's going to be definitely some movement and perhaps some good military movement and some wisdom. I'm getting that top row is like kind of representing an avenue or a vein of disclosure, of finding more and more truth, an avenue of wisdom coming, of realizing that this card is nicely aspected. So I don't see this as like, I see this as white hats, if anything, or just people sharing wisdom, like sharing a lot of wisdom and finding out more things. And I think a lot of us are really, becoming kinder and more compassionate. That's in the current like part of the year. And I think that we're going to be making, again, slow and steady progress. This is the future. Nice, slow and steady progress this year in thinking about how we want to craft our country. Maybe not waiting so much on a savior or on one political party or the other. I look at this. I mean, we have the Fool card in the advice position. I just think we're going to see, a lot of us are going to be seeing a whole new world of how we want to craft our year and our governance and things like that. Like, I don't know if government's going to actually go away, but I just see, and this is mostly US based, but also global, like where we're going to be deciding what it is we want. Oh, now there's wasps in the house. So interesting here coming to visit my mom. But look at this, we have the King of Wands too. I just think there's going to be a lot of drive to take care of things. So I'm not getting in this read right now, Laura, actually particular like political readings about people, about political leaders, I mean, and more like us en masse beginning to take care of ourselves and our communities. So what say you, dear?
Well, let's find out, okay?
Yeah.
Same question to the universe. What can we expect? Some highlights, insights, and information about 2023.
Mm-hmm. Nice, yeah. Let me throw some other cards too.
Okay. It's interesting that you said you had your mini deck with you. I keep one in my purse.
Yep. Nice. I like that deck. It's like when you have this interest, people always ask, they always want to know. Nice.
Got a 6 of Wands. Ooh, Ace of Wands.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go, baby.
Wands. I'm getting more political stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have the 8 Cups. 5 of Swords. 2 of Wands. Queen of Swords. Okay. All right. So we were asking about 2023. We've got a victory card here, almost a double, like thumbs up. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
The phrase "nothing can stop what is coming" is truly what we're dealing with here. We're doing victory laps, guys, even though it might not seem that way. With the Ace of Wands, we got new beginnings, which kind of goes along with your Fool card, which is a new beginnings card too. Okay, but we've got it showing up in the present. So we're not going to have a long wait to see some of these new beginnings. In the recent past, we have the 3 of Wands, which is he's setting out on some new territory. Okay, now notice he's in the daylight. He's got a good clear view of where he's going. Even though he might not be able to see the destination yet, his path is clear. And I think that's a good kind of phrase for us to apply to ourselves too. Our path is clear. Do we choose kindness? Are we going to backtrack? Are we going to ask to be re-enslaved? I don't think so. Okay, I think we're going to demand going forward some big changes. They might not roll out fast, but we're turning away from our older structures, the things that we were told were how it had to be. Okay, and this guy is deliberately turning away because he notices, even though he's been given so much, there's something still missing. He's willing to go look for it. Okay, we've all been doing some of that searching as we search for truth, then as we search for our the markers that indicate some personal growth and spiritual growth, because it's a blend of all those things. It's a marriage of all those awakenings and awareness. Okay, now a 5 is kind of a temporary situation. So we're being told that even though we are on the victory lap, okay, we can there's still some opponents we need to keep our eyes on as they're fading into the background to make sure that, as promised, they go away, that things are unfolding as they should. Okay, now the 2 of Wands again works kind of with the 3 of Wands, and this time though it's a world situation. The world is going to be going forward in some new paths and ways. Now, also giving us some insights about that is the Queen of Swords. And she is going to be, she's just very objective, intellectual, clear thinking. So yeah, we need to be not swayed by our emotions, not giving into fear porn, things like that. So clear thinking with an eye to where we want, what's missing in our lives that we still want, because we have the right to demand a better future for ourselves, spiritually, with our health systems, with our world. And I do believe we've got some divine guidance that's ready to give us what we ask for. So, there's that phrase, if you don't ask, you don't get. I think we're being told, go ahead and ask. Go ahead and ask.
The squeaky wheel gets greased. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
it's funny, Laura, because sorry, Laura, I also got the King of Swords too in the past, which I do think that also represents the wisdom of the people coming forward, like you're saying.
Yeah.
And I just often throw two more cards. I have the Emperor also and the Judgment card. I think this is like there's going to be some disclosure, and we're looking at a male leader. Someone maybe 45, and we're looking at a male leader coming into kind of featuring large in 2023 that the majority of the people like, but I'm seeing disclosure and
oh good, let me see what my next two are. Okay. Yeah. Got the Knight of Pentacles for that stable change, military element, King of Cups, and he's well aspected, so he's not showing anything really tricky on his best days. He's going to be showing us that he's in charge. Okay, he's in tune with his emotions. And just by the fact that he has the capability of being playing 5D chess, he can recognize the plays and counter them quite well.
Yeah, I like it. I just see so much personal power and, people moving away from a nanny state of understanding that we need to decide for ourselves how our restoration is going to be,
Right. What path we're taking, and then just my personal, and I've never had anything in the cards that have told me different. I just think, again, we're going to have a lot less government. Yes, some representation, but government is, I think, will be taking those baby steps towards reimagining it and restructuring it in a much more healthy and wholesome way.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think we're growing up. A lot of us are growing up.
Yeah, absolutely. So what else is interesting you when you think about 2023?
Let's do it. Do you mind doing a read for the month of January to start out?
Oh, sure. Okay.
You go first, dear.
Okay. All right. So let's frame the question. In this timeline, what insights and information, let's keep it general, can we anticipate for the month of January? Okay, I'm going to change camera and we'll see what the cards want to say. Okay, looking at January specifically, insights and information. Judgment.
Yeah.
Those disclosures. I heard Nancy Pelosi's laptop may go public very soon.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, then we got the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, recent past.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Present, we've got the Hangman, Major Arcana. Okay, towards the end of the month, we've got the Eight of Swords, King of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Okay. So we were asking in January, what can we expect? Okay. And I feel like the universe just jumped right into the answer. Okay. What to expect, some judgment going on. Okay. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, she's about security and generosity, often a gift. So we may get some welcome news on the financial scene in January. Good, yeah. Okay. Good. Now, she's not like the all-encompassing thing, but things may go from rumor to actually rolling out, for those of us. Whether that's going to be another increase in like Social Security, things like that, but that slow rollout of good things for us maybe happening. Right. Recent past, we have the devil, and he's all about temptations and stuff. So as we've been saying, as evil exits stage left, okay, they try to, hey, let's cut one more deal, or I could make it worth your time to let me stay. Okay, so he's done his thing. Okay. But he's in the past. So again, he is truly, the time of this plane of existence being in the hands of evil, we're reclaiming it. Okay, we're getting back on our creator's path. And that means with the Hangman, we've got some insights and inspiration. We're looking at things in a whole new way. Okay, a lot of things, from our representation to where our food comes from, what's in our medical protocols, everything. We've got to look at things in a whole new way because we're going to be living in a whole new world. Okay, now with the Eight of Swords, there's a little bit of patient waiting that's involved with this. This is also a time of breathe deep and heal. So yeah, again, we've got the King of Pentacles showing up here. So all through the month of January.
The King and the Queen.
Yeah, we got the King and the Queen. So it looks like all through the month of January, there's going to be some financial news that is actually welcome. And, you know, not just, hey, inflation's worse and gas prices are higher. And so that the good news, the good news. And then the Knight of Swords is just kind of giving us just a confirmation that, you know, we had the victory for 2023. The white hats are on it. And we, you know, even you and I are white hats. I want to be clear about that. People say, is there really a white hat? Yeah, I'm one. You're one. Anybody that is holding up for the light, for growth, for, you know, getting our planet to where it should be, we're all part of that white hats. We're on it.
Yep.
And we're not going to settle for second best. That's what we were raised with, and we deserve more.
I love it. I love it.
Okay,
all right, ready? All right, so I already put the cards down. In the recent past, we have the Strength card. Okay, I think that I'm looking at January. We have the Knight of Cups, we have the Ten of Swords, we have the Page of Cups. I'll hold them up shortly in the present. But I feel like almost January is almost like a gift. Like, okay, everybody, we made it. We made it. Here's your gift. Here's your rest. I'm also getting again, these are kind of, you know, guys, when you read tarot, you could think about a lot of it's your intuition and the drops that you get. But first of all, we have the Knight of Cups, which I'm actually, because it's next to the Ten of Swords, what's dropping in for me is this is actually more about, I do think some of the bad guys, like I think what I'm getting when I throw cards, not at this moment, but in the past, that the higher elites, like the elites go up and up and up and up and up. It's not just three-letter agencies, it's elements, echelons, higher and higher. I think they've all been taken out from the highest down to the bottom. I think now we have basically minions that have no new orders, if you will, and they're just playing through the same playbook. But I think they're trying to charm the powers that be, like, hey, let's do this deal, but it's ending, they can't do it. You know, they're trying to go, well, what about this and what about, yep, exactly.
And I got it. Trying to cut some deals so they don't have to.
Trying to cut some deals, but it ain't happening. Like, we're onto a new path. This is a happy emotional surprise. And I think new ideas, new things, new folks coming in, new ways to, again, I keep saying, using the word restoration, but new ways of helping and healing. And I just think basically their deals aren't going to work. And I still think they're trying, even to this day. But again, in the future, I have the King of Swords. This is, I believe, us making really, really good decisions, or good decisions on their behalf, sending them to the spa or wherever they need to go. But I get in the advice positions, I have the Lover's card and the Five of Cups. So I just think that I'm getting kind of both. I think it's a time in January where this is not about money for me right now, but I totally agree with what you got. This is more about, there's going to be, some people are going to be disappointed with their lifestyles. I'm not saying losing all their money. I'm saying, like, basically maybe one form of money or of currency may be going away, but there's going to be something else showing up over here. What I'm saying, there might be some disappointment because, you know, 5 means change. There's going to be a disappointment and some changes because we just want it the way we want it. Like, for example, my mom, she has an IRA. She'll be upset if things change because even if they're for the better, I think there's going to be a little bit of disappointment, but people aren't seeing the 2 cups behind the guy, right? So, right. And I think the 2 cups leads to the Lover's card, which is, again, I think where there's going to be a new kind of bonding or contract with the people, with all of us. Now, I'm thinking mostly US, but also global. But by the way, I do think we should throw cards on this, Laura. I always get that whether it's Nasara, Jasara, or it's something else, there's some sort of boon with the money. There's some sort of money help back of whatever's going on. So I'm almost get that it doesn't matter if this market goes down or this falls or this currency goes away. I'm getting that there's some support back of it. Yeah, you know, whether it's the funds from Saint Germain, I don't know what, but there's something back of it. whether we call it Nasara Jasara, there's going to be some sort of jubilee. So in a way, it doesn't matter to me what it is. But sometimes I look at Nasara Jasara as almost like more government handouts in a way. I think there's a way where, I don't know, I think there's a way that will maybe even offer more sovereignty than what I've been hearing about. Anyway, I do think we should ask specifically about finances, however we want to phrase it.
Okay.
Like something about what financial instruments, I don't know if you can, how you read on that, but like what about the money? Like,
quite honestly, since it's such a big focus of some other readers, money, metals.
Yeah.
I don't get into it too much because it's so well covered.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and I do feel like, and I've said this, and I'll keep saying it, and I know from my personal experience, when you come to a time of finally having enough and even a little extra, you don't always manage it really well, because for so long you had it, oh, if I had the money, I'd buy this. If I had the money, I would eat that. If I had the money, I would drive this. And it takes a while to just realize enough is enough and not get that urge to, have it, spend it, that kind of thing. So I've always said, if there is a financial change, as people learn those skills of dealing with financial resources, it needs to come out slowly. So we don't have, millions, if not billions of people being like those poor lottery winners that are broke in a year.
Yeah. Who are worse off after they spend it all. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. And then they have to regret it, knowing they had it, know what they didn't, to handle it well, they'll never have it again. I mean, it's got to be heartbreaking. It's got to be heartbreaking.
How about we do a reading just for the people, like a blessing, like some advice or some thoughts to bless your viewers?
All right. So we've looked at 2023 geopolitically. We've looked at January and asked the cards just to lead the read however they want. And now let's ask the universe, what blessings are in store for humanity? Do we want to do January or 2023?
Let's do both.
Okay. So our first one's going to be for January 2023. What blessings can people anticipate?
And I'll go first.
Timeline.
I love tarot. I just love how our psyches just bounce off pictures on cards. Okay, we have the Empress. Two of Swords. In the past, we have Three of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Swords. Interesting. 10 of Pentacles. This is for Jenny for the blessing. Okay, that's the future. Again, we have the Knight of Swords in one of the advice positions. And we have the Seven of Wands. All right. Yeah. So blessing is like, the blessing that's coming through is, again, it's a little bit dual. Like, in other words, we're getting like, it's okay. We're building. It's okay. We're building. It's good. It's good. Like your Six of Wands that you got a few minutes ago. We have the Empress card. We have the 10, some bright cards in the deck. Like it's going, like you said earlier, we are going to be okay. And well, I did a tarot talk the other day where I talked about what the numbers mean. And the Three of Swords isn't always heartache, but the swords are the harshest suit because we're so hard on ourselves mentally, right? A lot of times. This means we're like working something out, trying to think about a challenging issue, whether it's getting over a love affair, or if it's something like figuring out your problem with your business or a problem with your finances or your relationships. So I see this as kind of having to make decisions and work things out. So I'm getting that. Yeah, again, it might be a little bit interesting working some things out in January, but we're totally going to be working it out. We got it. It's just, it may take some sorting out, but really we're going to find by the end of January a real blessing of, like you said, new finances or some sort of financial boon or blessing of instruments, or we're going to be like really coming into our own energies. But I think that there might be some, like, just be aware there might be some ouchy parts, but really we're going to be just fine. Like in other words, oh wait, my IRA is down, but oh wait, this is over here. Oh wait, this blessing's over here. Like a change of so I'm getting an offer for a change of perspective, but that we're totally going to end up with 10 of Pentacles. Like, oh my gosh, one of my favorite cards in the deck. Like, it's all going to be okay. So just ride it, ride the energies, ride the roller coaster.
Well, and we all know that some people handle change better than others. There's There's levels of flexibility and there's levels of resilience. And so those that are resilient or flexible need to kind of be patient with those that aren't.
Right. Change isn't always fun, but I've been looking at the Queen of Wands lately. It's just like a really talented female energy, really attractive or magnetic female energy, if you will, but just look, new ideas, I think by the end of January, it's going to be like, we're going to just be kind of on fire. And I see that the Queen is, a real sense of a patient knowing. My analogy for her is sometimes it's like when I teach on the court cards, it's like after you have the contractor putting the addition on your house, the Queen of Wands is sitting, waiting patiently. She knows that it's going to be built and she's having a cup of tea in her sunroom, but she has the knowledge, and the king comes in and he gets to sit and have a cigar in his chair in the addition of the house. But like, this is like knowing she's got it going on, and a lot of personal power. I see her as a minor high priestess card, if you will. But anyway, like, this is us. Like, yes, change is very interesting, but we are going to be okay. That's January.
One of the things I love about the Queen of Wands is we're told that she can be trusted. And the reason I say that is because the cat is looking out at us and not worried. A cat will not put its back to danger. You know, that's just
nice. I like that.
an animal behavior truth. And if we can't trust our animals at times to have better judgment than we do, who can
we trap them in the attic. Yeah. So before the show, guys, before Laura started recording, I was letting her know that I have a big bull mastiff that's here living with my mom, and my brothers had trapped her in the attic and she almost fell through. She pushed an recessed light down. Say hi about you.
Hi, cleaning lady's coming.
Okay, cleaning lady's here. Okay, great. It's all good. So he gets a lot of activity. That's one of my brothers. Okay. So anyway, so you want to go? Go ahead, dear. Your turn.
All right. Blessings for 2023, or for January 2023. It's next month.
Can you just ask if they come in quietly first? We're going to be here 10 more minutes.
Okay, we got the 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, the Emperor, another 3 of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, now we're focusing on the blessings that are shown to us in this card. Okay, all right. So with the 5 of Cups, even though we may see some losses or people going away or change coming, it's not going to be a total loss, total change. So stand firm. Okay. And again, be patient. If we get some time to, there's going to be a time of healing, and it's going to be, I think, across all aspects of our world. Okay. The Emperor is showing up for the recent past. He's my ultimate, I always say white hat card, sometimes Mr. T. Okay. And again, integral to cleaning up this plane of existence has been some very wise and guided and benevolent help.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to be able to look at some things in a new way. Okay, got the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card about manifesting and some success here. And again, I'd love to notice there's a little walkway here. So we're going to be walking some new paths into a place of, so January is going to be already, the changes are going to be starting to get evident. Okay, people are going to willingly find that just walking away from some of these things, that some of this change is worthwhile. So we're getting reassured that it's worthwhile. And ultimately, it's going to be very, very good. I'm not getting anything negative for January or 2023 at all. I don't think I've ever felt as positive about an upcoming cycle of time as I do about this upcoming year. Okay, a couple other cards, just the Sun.
Oh, my favorite.
The Lovers. So January 2023 is going to be interesting and wonderful. If there are some changes that cause some blips in the road or a power outage for a day or two, or the bank's closed for a day or two, live with it, because ultimately the blessings are going to far outnumber any of the challenges we have to endure.
I love it. I love it. Yours was like my reading, but more on steroids, like stronger. A stronger read was nice. Yeah, I love it. So
that's
nice.
why I like doing these with you. It's fun. It's like the universe builds on each other's.
let's do the year now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do the year now. All right. Just ask what benefit, what blessings for the people who watch this, who watch Laura's View and maybe my channel too. Hey, there you go. That's a collab. Laura's View and my channel too. Blessings for the folks, for our beautiful tarot tribe. Ah, so nice. We have the high priestess as the querent. Oh, we have the ups. I'm already getting like an emotional reprieve, emotional healing. Yeah, look, we have this again in the recent past, the 7 of Cups walking away. And we have the King of Cups on the top row. And we have the 10 of Pentacles in the bottom of the future again. Oh my God, it's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. Hold on. Hold on. Oh my God, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the 4 of Wands, we have the King of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups, we have the High Priestess. So it's like we've been walking away from some stuff in the immediate past, like you said, we're just done. We're just done with the stuff we're walking away from. Like, I'm not getting the extra thingy in my arm, or I'm gonna not believe in. I'm gonna build my community over here. I'm gonna take care of my people over here. But look, this is us coming into our own power. Like this year, a High Priestess, and also I'm also getting that a lot of us are going to be going, if we haven't been spiritual heretofore, we're going to be finding more spirit, researching, whatever it is. We want to be Buddhist, we want to be Christian, Muslim, Benai, Brith, whatever people want. We want to be earth-based religion, but I feel people going, is there a God? What's source? Like I'm getting that people are going to go seek out some sort of spirituality, some flavor of spirituality, whether they're taking a walk in the woods or what it is. King of Cups, like, oh my gosh, we're going to understand that we can actually do the things that we love, like finding things we love for the entire year, really doing what we love. Oh my goodness. And again, I think a lot of us this year, again, if we're willing to take the minor roller coaster ride, little bumps, we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is the future for this year for us, like feeling like we've arrived emotionally and perhaps materially at some level, like you said, enough's enough. Not like that. We have enough. We have money. We have food on the table. We have our blessings. We have abundance. We have fun. We get to be with our loving people. So this is, the gateway, 1111. It's a happy home card. Oh my goodness. And we have this where maybe we'll figure out some things to do with our money, dealing with our financial instruments and being happy with them. Or this could be representing too, a financial leader, if you will, that's supporting us. That's also coming to intuitively, but I'm just seeing it mostly representing us, coming into our own, going, oh my gosh, this year is really nice. I'm just getting really nice energies for the year. Yeah. And so I pulled 2 more cards. Again, the cups, we have the 4 of Cups. So I just do think that, I think we're going to be, the 4 of Cups can be kind of interesting. It can be like stability or leading to stagnation. I think this is what I'm reading it as, feeling very satisfied this year with our lives, where we come by the end of the year, feeling quite satisfied, but, still thinking about many things, still thinking about what we want to do, many things and it could be the things that we want to be doing, or it could be, I'm also getting that could be sorting out some of our emotional stuff this year too, getting a therapy.
That's how I see that. And then with the 4 of Cups that you had, it's like we're going to feel like we have enough, but there's even more coming even after that. So I think you're getting a nod that, but it won't be over. This is only the beginning of some really good changes and gifts for mankind.
Yes. And I'm getting that you'll be encouraged to, and people will be, as I call, doing their personal work. If they're getting triggered by something, that they're actually, taking care of themselves, whatever it is, getting Reiki or going therapy or EMDR, or whatever it is people do for their trauma. Go ahead, Jill. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Let's see if you can top that. I'll see you and raise you one, girl.
For 2023. That's another reason I like doing these with you, because you inspire me to frame questions that I wouldn't think of on my own. And I like that.
Oh, you're awesome, Laura. People love you. It's so super. They love your spirit and your energy and your authenticity, your honesty.
Okay, we have
there we go.
8 of Cups again. The double card. King of Swords. Queen of Pentacles again. Page of Pentacles. Seven, again, the Seven of Swords. That seems to be a recurring theme here today. And then the Queen of Swords. Okay, so blessings for 2023. Again, that's seeking out that you were talking about. More and more people are going to be ready to seek out and find some fulfillment and continue their personal growth. Okay, that personal growth won't happen without some resistance, but you'll have the tools you need to do that. Okay, I think people are getting wiser, and we're realizing that while evil has a lucrative playbook, you know, oh, seduction here and you know, riches here, it's really just a recurring theme. And once you realize that they're not creative and they're not a creative force, it's easier to say, no, thank you. No, thank you. I'll do it myself. Okay, we got the King of Swords here saying judgment is coming, and I'm talking about the good judgment, the kind of discernment that we need. We've got that foundational awareness to make these growth steps that we need to make as people. Again, got some pentacles showing up here. Again, just since we're asking for blessings, saying yes, don't worry, 2023 is going to be financially better for people. They realize money is a big issue. Okay, I think like remember Pretty Woman, where the guy said, I can see money's a big issue, let me just pay you now. Again, the universe is recognizing that because we've grown up using money for goods and services and things like that, it is an issue. And we're going to have some provision in that regard as we learn new ways to
Yes.
play this life game.
Money's good. Money's good.
Yeah.
We can make it good for good.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And again, this card indicates some healing. So that most emotional growth, spiritual growth, and healing. I think those of us that are going to be here in 2023 on the timeline you and I are on, I think we're going to be healing and growing in just beautiful ways. Queen of Swords kind of confirms that. Again, right. Swords are your thoughts and your words, written and spoken. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of contemplation and what have you, but it's healing type. It's not going to be like thinking about the regrets, you know, oh, I wish I'd done that, or invested in this, or hadn't married this person, or whatever. Right. We're going to be, as we reflect, it's going to be for growth purposes, not for
and I'm getting
shame and guilt and you know, renewing trauma.
And I'm getting that the Devil card too, and the Eight of Swords, like we're going to be invited to look at our belief systems and maybe decide that some of them can go, or limiting belief systems, and that this has to be this way and money's this way, and relationships, people just suck, or whatever we think. I think we're going to be invited to investigate, look into our stinking thinking, you know, and begin to dissolve it and work on that. That's what I mean by personal growth. I agree with you.
Yeah, open our hearts as well as our minds. Yeah. And this is where the long, slow changes. This has been this evolution process that we're going to see so much progress on in 2023. It's happening, and we're at the end game of a long transformation. Okay, and yeah, moving out of troubled water. That is always my number one thing for this card, and protecting little ones. We're going to be valuing life more. I like that
for that card. I like that.
Yeah, we're going to be valuing life more and just steering our boat as a population, a human race, into a better place.
That's awesome. Hey, Laura, I have an idea. Why don't we throw like 2 or 3 cards just for New Year's Eve?
Okay, sure.
And then we'll call it good, and we'll say Happy New Year to everybody. I'll go. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards, just like everyone's New Year's Eve. We want to just bless you for New Year's Eve. Have a beautiful time. So there's going to be a lot of coupling. We've got the 2 of Cups here. And so it's kind of both. We have a couple cards. So, oh my goodness. Yeah. So there's going to be some of us that are going to be going on dates, enjoying ourselves, partying, enjoying our coupling. There's going to be a little disappointment because some people, you know, looking at the end of their year, with some regret. Maybe I said this to her, I did something mean to that. I regret this and that. And, you know, just a little bit of disappointment at the end of the year, maybe thinking that next year's going to be better. But look, I'm just giving you the end of the thing. I give you the Star card.
Oh, nice.
For a whole new year. So just 3 cards for that, because I just want to bless everybody. So believe me, if you end this year feeling a little disappointed by anything, don't even worry. This is your New Year's Eve.
All right.
I just want to bless everybody. Laura, what you got?
Okay, New Year's Eve. When I do 3, it's usually overall answer, clarifying, and possibly advice.
Sure. I'm a little more loosey-goosey.
That's okay. That's why this works good for the 2 of us.
Yeah. I'm almost done, troops.
Okay, overall answer, Ace of Wands. It's going to be a nice New Year's Eve for almost everybody. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Clarified by, because we're going to be closing some storylines up. Okay. And we're again at the end of some things. It's been some hard work. It was a tough year. We're going to have
it kind of parallels the cards I got in a way too. Yeah.
And then advice for New Year's Eve, Page of Wands. Okay. He's my cautious optimism card. Yeah, it's okay to feel hopeful about 2023. Don't let anybody bust your bubble, because it's going to be an excellent year. And you can say that on New Year's Eve and just laugh at anybody that thinks differently.
Amen. I love that. Oh, Laura, that was great. I'm so glad you reached out and we did this. It's super great.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody. This is it for this video from Laura's view, and Liz here too. And we'll do this again next month, if loving creator willing, and see you then. In the meantime, have a fabulous and healthy, safe New Year's Eve. And
Happy New Year's Eve,
January
everyone.
is going to be blessed for us.
And enjoy your January. Be blessed.
Yeah.
Happy New Year's.
We got nothing to worry about in any of our cards, except that just realizing that some change can be painful for some people, and we need to be patient with them. But change is coming, and change is good. Thank you. Till next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.